Max, how's it going? I'm Robin. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Shall we have a look around the HondaJet?
Yeah, why not? I like the color.
I thought we'd start by looking at the engine. They're about the same horsepower as a Formula One engine at takeoff.
I like the mount as well. Like it's a bit different to most of the other jets.
So yeah, this over-the-wing mount makes a huge difference. We can have much more space in the cabin, and any noise and vibration goes into the wing instead of into the cabin. It's great for passengers. The wings are pretty cool on the plane as well. They're actually milled from a single block of aluminium. Super stiff, super strong. We do have some aerodynamic features. We've got the winglets, we've got vortex generators there.
Yeah.
But our problem is the aircraft wants to go fast. So we actually have to do a load of work to spoil the aerodynamics. So I guess you guys have got DRS, which is kind of the opposite.
Yeah, exactly that. When we were within 1 second of the car ahead of us, we can open it. With the planes, in the air, it's a bit more difficult to follow closely.
Yeah, hopefully we've got a bit more space, yeah. Looking at the nose and looking down the aircraft, a huge amount of effort goes into the aerodynamics.
No, the shape looks amazing. It almost looks like a bullet.
So in here we've got the weather radar as well. Obviously when you're flying, planning ahead for weather is really important, but we need real-time information. I guess that's super important for you guys.
We can't go around the weather. That's why, it's important. We have like spotters around, the track and places. I only speak to my race engineer. That's my direct connection.
He's your air traffic controller, mate.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, Max, so I'll put you in the captain's seat. No pressure.
No pressure. Yeah, I do feel a bit of pressure sitting here.
Everything's been designed for the single pilot. So we've got a huge amount of information from the ground, from satellite links, from the aircraft itself, all presented kind of in one picture for the pilot.
Feels good.
Fewer buttons.
Fewer buttons, yeah. But there's so much going on here that it definitely adds up, in terms of the amount of buttons.
Absolutely. We have 2 throttles, which is a bit different. But we also have effectively auto throttles, so cruise control, which is really handy. So we don't have to worry about managing the speed. We talked about aerodynamic devices earlier. We've got the controls for the speed brake. And those ground spoilers I talked about, they're fully automatic. So as soon as the plane detects the weight on the wheels, they deploy and start slowing us down.
It's really advanced, isn't it? It's really cool.
And the challenge is it all has to be completely resilient as well, so we can have a hardware failure, everything carries on working. You probably don't need maps for the tracks.
I wish I had something like that. Yeah, I love always like looking at this and checking the weather. And, would be nice to have in the car.
See some weather information here. This is coming over a satellite link. It's telling us there's some lightning strikes there just past Europe.
So when you go to like a new airport, right, where you've never been, how you study it like quickly, or?
You'd always look at all the charts, all the approaches. How you arrive at the airport is really important, not just the layout. But if it's a really tricky airport, if there's lots of terrain, we'll always use a simulator.
Same for us, really. Like of course, we are not allowed also to do a lot of testing throughout the season. So for us to use a simulator as well, it's super important.
No, it's exactly the same with aviation. They roll out new features, the software goes to the simulator first.
It's good to practice it there.
And then they try it in the air before the rest of us get it. So if you want to press the aircraft systems button there, so if you want to press fuel, for example, you can then see in real time all of the fuel information of the aircraft. Fuel management is obviously massively important.
Yeah.
So a pit stop for us is a bit more complicated.
Takes a bit longer.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. We aviate, and then we navigate, and then we communicate. And the communication is obviously super critical. What kind of communications do you have during a race?
I'm always communicating to my race engineer. This is one direct person. He, of course, has connection to a lot of other people, different buttons that he presses to talk to people.
So we have a similar thing. We're always only we have one point of contact with air traffic control. That changes during a flight, but it's always one person.
Once you fly out, suddenly you switch to the next operator, right? Or like
exactly, yeah. And they give us a different frequency to change to.
Yeah.
And then we have text message communications as well now, which is great. As you fly around the world, they can send you the message, and if you accept, it automatically makes the change. So it's not remote control, but it's kind of remote prompting that we're involved. So it's quite fun to think about the sensation of speed. So we're doing 3/4 of the speed of sound. You'd have a normal conversation, we don't even have our headsets on. The sensation is probably pretty different in a Formula One car.
Yeah, it is very different. And I think, You only start realizing that, of course, the more you get to the ground again, and you really start to really understand the speed again. But yeah, once you're up there, it's such a different sensation, more comfortable. I can imagine this is really enjoyable. I think I can get used to this.